So here we are, Google Hangouts. Thank you for joining me again. So, what I'd like to kind of start off with is just your process like into the Marine Corps and why did you join the Marines, specifically the Marines, and specifically why did you decide to do your military service?
Yeah, so that's like, you think about it because that's probably the most common question that we get asked. So it's like, usually it's like to serve my country for honor and glory and to
Yeah,
kill people. Like, so then like I like stopped and thought about, okay, why did I really join? Like, instead of giving a cliche answer like that I give to everyone else, why did I really join? I think honestly, I was very unmotivated as a teenager. I had a lack of discipline. So I grew up in a single parent household. It was just me and my mom, and I think I lacked that. I didn't have that like male guidance, so I lashed out because of that for a while, and I didn't have drive. I was just lazy. I didn't care about like once football ended my senior year, I didn't care about school. Like I didn't care about getting any good grades. So then I think I just had like small moment of maturity where I was able to forward think, and I was like, okay, if I go to community college because that's the only route I can take at this point as far as my education, I'm probably gonna flunk. Like within the first semester, I'm gonna be out.
yeah,
I was like, and if I stay in my hometown, like, and just like do nothing, I'm gonna just end up being like a piece of shit, like human being. So then I was like, okay, I have to do something else because there's not a lot of options at this point. So I think I kind of I forced myself into the military route because that was really my only ticket to like make something of myself because of
right,
the lack of effort I put into high school. So then I was like, okay, where I could do the army, they have a lot of money,
yeah,
like Air Force, probably not because my cousin was in the Air Force and she said it was very like technical.
mm-hmm.
I was like, that doesn't really interest me. So I honestly thought about the Navy for a while. I was like, that'd be cool. I could be on a ship, which finding out in the Marine Corps was not exciting.
No.
So I was like, you know what? Like, maybe I'll check out the Marine Corps. And then one day in high school, or one day at school, obviously, there's like these kids that I had overheard that they said, "Oh, Higgs isn't going to be able to make it in the Marine Corps.
Mm,
Like, he'll fail within the first week and he'll be home." And then that just like lit a fire. And I was like,
yeah,
dude, I'm going to the Marine Corps. I'm going to prove these motherfuckers wrong. So it's kind of out of spite in a way that I joined the Marine Corps to like prove other people wrong, but it honestly ended up being the best decision I made, like
yeah,
choosing and just kind of like seeing like guys come back from boot camp while I was in the DEP program. I was like, you could like seeing them before they left, and when
mm-hmm.
they come back, it's like, man, that's pretty cool. Like how different they are.
Yeah,
So then I was like, whatever, man, let's do the thing. So I was originally supposed to go to boot camp in July, or no, in September of 2008
mm-hmm.
because I graduated in June 2008. But then my recruiter called me in July and was like, "Hey, we have a slot open." And okay, I was like, "Okay, well, when is it?" It's like tomorrow. It's like, let's do it, man. Just rip the band-aid off and get it over with.
Wow,
So because I was like 220 pounds my senior year of high school. I
nice.
was a little plump piece of meat.
Yeah, I was around the same weight.
Yeah.
So 2008, and did you right off the bat knew you were going to be infantry?
So my mom was like was very against because that was when like everything like Iraq was slowing down, but Afghanistan was like big on the
Starting to pick
news.
up. Yeah.
So she was like, I don't want you going over there. You're gonna come home in a casket, like not letting you do it. So at first I thought about entertaining that, and
Mm-hmm.
then had a buddy who actually played for a rival high school, but we were in the DEP program together, and he was like hardcore motivated, like infantry or die, mother. He talked me into going to the infantry, and I was like, you know what, that sounds pretty cool. Like I thought about maybe doing like MP, which I'm glad I didn't now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, So I was like kind of like up in the air. I was very like down to do whatever. I didn't really care what I did.
Right.
Yes, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
then my buddy just talked me into it. So I guess peer pressure got me into the
Yeah,
infantry.
yeah. That's how they get us all.
Glad, I'm glad that that worked out that way. But
Yeah, definitely. And so boot camp, SOY. Where was your first unit?
I was with Tutu out
Two
in
two.
Camp Lejeune. Yeah.
Camp Lejeune. And how was that?
It was, dude, man. Thinking about being a boot is kind of funny. Like now that I
Yeah.
think about it, but it was scary. Like I was very homesick, and because you have like the trajectory of you get home from boot camp and you're like on cloud nine, then you SOI, and
Yeah.
I was like very nervous, but I checked in right before everyone was on Christmas leave.
Mm-hmm.
I met my squad leader, who was a giant Samoan,
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Five Eye, and he carried all my sea bags to my room, like 4 of them just on his shoulders, and I was like, dude, what the f- is happening right now?
Yeah.
But I was blessed with really good seniors, man. Like my squad was very tight knit.
Mm-hmm.
My seniors, they were firm but fair.
Right.
They kind of set a really good foundation for how I ended up molding my leadership style too. Because a lot of my friends got, it was like the traditional, like, new in the unit, but they were very protective of us and like not letting people fuck with us for no reason. But then
Right.
they weren't. Of course, we got, if we deserved, to stand extra fire watch or whatever the case is, that would happen. So
Yeah. I mean, that's natural.
yeah, but it was a good experience, man. Then we went to Afghan, my first deployment. I actually got switched platoons on pre-deployment leave, because they decided to make 4 platoons to cover more of the AO, to like expand our AO.
Yeah.
So I got a call and it was like, hey, you're going to 4th platoon. All right, bye, see ya. Like
That sucks.
I'm like, what the f-? All like my best friends from the whole workup, like the guys I came into the unit with, like I'm separated. But it ended up being a blessing in disguise, because my team leader, who ended up eventually being my squad leader in 4th platoon, Grubbs, is like, he's a fucking stellar Marine, man, and he like taught me a lot, and I think it kind of sent me. It was necessary to kind of again send me in the trajectory that I went in.
Yeah.
So then I got back from Afghan, then we went on the 22nd MEU, then went to squad leaders course, which was cool. But then we got deployed. I was actually in squad leaders course, and we were like, hey, we're deploying in 2 weeks, because we were slated to go on the MEU, the 22nd MEU.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing with like Libya was going on,
Oh yeah.
so they spun us up early. But then while we were on the MEU, they were like, well, instead of spinning somebody else up early, we're going to keep you guys out here until the regularly scheduled date. So we ended up being on the MEU for 11 months, and
wow.
that was rough. That
Yeah.
was miserable.
Holy crap.
But it wasn't. I mean, looking back, I guess it went by fast, but at the time, obviously, time was very dragging.
Right.
Like, stuck in close quarters for 11 months, and you just fight with everyone all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was miserable, but it's fun at the same time, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a miserable fun. It's really
Yeah.
hard to explain it, but like, I mean,
Yeah, like in a sick way, it was a lot of fun, like beating the shit out of each other every day, because it's like, dude, I'm tired of looking at your face.
yeah,
However long.
I'm gonna fix it for you. All right.
Yeah. So then that's when I actually re-enlisted on that deployment, for some sick reason.
Yeah.
Because I think I knew going into the Marine Corps I wanted to do 8 years. That was like my goal, my initial goal.
Right.
Because I wanted to be an instructor.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to learn how to teach, because public speaking was a very hard thing for me to do in high school. I was very shy, but not like awkward, or not like cute shy, but like very awkward shy.
Yeah.
Like girls were uncomfortable.
Yeah. You're just Oh my God. You're yeah.
Loving, like it's 11:30. Like when people just ask me like where's the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
I was
They say like hi, and you're like, oh yeah, you too, or something like that. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, like enjoy the movie. Hey, you too. It's like the ticket person at the movies.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
awkward.
Same way. Absolutely. So after the MEU, you re-enlisted. When did you find yourself getting orders to good old 17?
So fast forward, after I re-enlisted, I went to Quantico. I was there for like 3 years. Then I got orders to 17. So my buddy who was in Quantico with me was in 27, his first duty station.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him I was originally going to get out from Quantico. I was like, I'm done. I'm almost at 8. I'll just get out, whatever. Yeah. And then he was like, dude, let's go. You got to go to the West Coast at least one time before you get out. Like, it's on the government's dime. Like, go out and experience it. And he was actually born in 29 Palms because his dad was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, wow.
So he's like super high on 29 Palms.
Yeah.
He has a house there. He bought a house, so he still lives there.
Right.
After he got out, but he's like, dude, let's go to 29 Palms. I was like, all right, whatever. So I called the monitor, and of course, no one wants to go to 29 Palms.
Nope.
So he's like,
always
where do you want to go? 29 Palms. Oh, go to 1-7 next month. So then got orders to 1-7. And how I ended up in Suicide was because of Lieutenant McKee, who was actually in one of my platoons in Quantico.
That's right. I remember. Yeah.
Because I had texted him because I knew I went to his IOC graduation and knew he was in 1-7, so I texted him to kind of see what was going on
Right.
and like what the deployment looked like what company should I go to, and he's like, "Well, I'm in Suicide, so you should. I'm gonna get you over here. I'm gonna go talk to the CO tomorrow." So then I guess he had talked to him, and First Sergeant Freeland at the time was still there,
Mm-hmm.
and they got me over to Suicide, and that I guess the rest was history after that.
Yeah.